Hello, I'm Harvey Koeppel, the Executive Director of the Center for CIO Leadership. Welcome to CIO Perspectives, where we explore key topics among CIOs. In this installment, we will discuss a topic that has gotten a lot of attention, the alignment between CIO and CEOs. Joining me are my guests Jeanette Horan, CIO of IBM, Peter Whatnell, CIO of Sunoco, and Ron Bergmann, Vice President for Information Technology and CIO at Lehman College, City University of New York. Let's begin the discussion by talking about how the CIO role has evolved. In our recent blog on the Center website, I invited CIOs to comment on recently released IBM 2011 CIO study. The study was developed from more than 3,000 face-to-face interviews with CIOs worldwide and indicates that CIOs are more aligned than ever before with their CEOs in terms of critical strategic thinking. That was a very significant point to me, but I wanted to hear your views on what you are seeing in your organization or industry. So let's start with Jeanette.
Okay.
First, I'd ask, do you agree with these findings, and are you seeing similar alignment of the CIO and CEO agendas?
Absolutely, Harvey. Last year, Sam Parmesano, our CEO, introduced our 2015 earnings per share roadmap, which called for significant productivity increases, significant revenue growth in both new markets and also with new products and new services, and also with merger and acquisition activity. And all of those really require IT to be closely aligned in order to enable the business in all of those dimensions.
Absolutely.
So that earnings per share roadmap really drives a lot of the strategy for the entire company and certainly defines my agenda for how I need to enable the business in delivering their own pieces of that agenda.
So a very tight connection between the executive team and the IT team.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Ron, how about from the academic perspective? What are you seeing in this area?
I think that the role of the CEO and CIO have to be tightly aligned, and that's a business imperative. The challenges that CEOs face, irrespective of industry, academic, corporate, public sector, is around things associated with cost optimization, business growth, innovation, talent management, and compliance issues. What will change is the priorities and weight associated with each of these. The study that IBM did is notable in its breadth and depth and helps to define the mandates and priorities that CIOs can follow.
Fabulous. So it sounds like a very similar thread to this ever-tightening connection between the IT area and the executive team.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And Peter, how about Sunoco? What are you seeing there?
I do agree with it. I've come to believe that there are two schools of thought when it comes to talking about IT and business alignment. There's the evolution school and the revolution school. And I'm a firm believer in the evolution school. I think the revolution school is mainly promoted by people who have a book to sell. And I think that if you look at IT alignment with the business, it's been a top of the mind issue for many years. Now you could argue, which I don't, that it's because the IT organization is bad at doing that. I think it's been reasonably good at doing that, but the challenge has been identifying what the next leap is the business is going to make and where it's going to go, and trying to be with them in more of a building the future role rather than a catch-up sort of role.
Trying to stay ahead of the curve, so to speak.
Exactly. So I think that that's really what it is. Now, I think it's more of an issue today because the gap between implementing one strategy and bringing to birth the new one is getting shorter and shorter.
So it sounds like the common theme here is a combination of the pace of change, which has dramatically increased, as well as the volume of, or the amount of change that's happening in the business context that's really driving IT to become closer and closer and more connected to the CEO agenda and the executive team overall. Well, great conversation. I'd like to thank you, panelists, for your thoughts and insights. Thank you, our viewers, for watching, and please be sure to join us next time.